Many players perceive that the game mechanics are the core part of why they choose to play this game or not to choose to play this game, as the belief is that the game mechanics are the vital part of what these players will experience during their gameplay. Some players will play this game only, even though it's not really a high rated game because of this one mechanic, and some players will not play this game because of this one mechanic, even though it's a highly rated game. As these players, when they play these games, sometimes they also apply the game mechanics in real life, but they would just use it as a meme or just a funny point where they can think about it. But also that these mechanics, they sometimes even warp and change how people perceive real life and what they think that will work.
In sociology, the concept of mechanic is used to explain the processes and structures of social forms, social behaviors, and social phenomena. Mechanic study is a sociological research method, which means sociologists drawing on research methods from physics summarize and categorize complex social activities and social changes, studying their internal connections and representing them as formulas or laws. At the macro level, mechanics link the causes of effects of everything in society and provide step-by-step analysis and explanations of their possibilities. At the micro level, mechanics also show how relationship and interaction between individuals and groups shape social outcomes in specific social structures.
Now, game mechanics under anthropology shows that the mechanics indirectly or directly reflect the real world as a whole. Like how people shape culture and history by interacting with their surroundings, game mechanics also allows to interact with the world. Whether through a set path or in a free exploration, game mechanics will enable us to learn much new knowledge of real world culture and history through games. Sometimes it is used to enhance our playability and skills within the game itself. But other times, game mechanics can also allow us to reshape the world, whether it be through a story or our own self-conscious decisions. Agency of game mechanics helps represent how, in the real world, people make all kinds of decisions that will affect history, culture, and even the surrounding landscapes. Social interaction through game mechanics like multiplayer modes also enable us to interact with all kinds of people globally, which can represent how, in the real world, different groups of people can come together to form their own groups.
Now I'll be speaking about mechanics in philosophy. So, the summary of mechanics in philosophy is a field of inquiry that intersects with fundamental questions about reality, knowledge, and existence. Its evolution actually began from ancient qualitative descriptions to modern mathematical and probabilistic frameworks. Previously, philosophers viewed mechanics as a branch of physics that deals with motions and forces. Then, mechanics evolved after Isaac Newton revolutionized mechanics by introducing the three laws of motion and the law of universal gravitation. And currently, modern and quantum mechanics were formulated by likes of Albert Einstein, Max Planck, and Niels Bohr. And that's how mechanics is now derived in philosophical terms.